Hey folks, there we go. Welcome to Final Fantasy Tactics today. So, really excited to stream this with you. I have been fortunate enough to have a bit of time with the game, so I've been able to test it out. I've not played Final Fantasy Tactics before. It's always one I'd wanted to play, but never got round to it on PS1 or PSP. So this re-release on PS5, PC, and whatever else it's come out on is obviously a huge thing indeed. So this is the Ivalice Chronicles. Let's head over to the game itself. And there's a number of improvements for those of you that have played the game before in its previous iterations. Most notably, it's obviously fully remastered with new graphics, still honouring the original mind, and a few balance changes, although nothing major. There's some new difficulty options such as Tactician here, which is really challenging. I'm going to recommend if you're new to the game, you actually start on Squire. It's still going to pose a challenge, and you are still going to need some good strategies in place, but it will just ease you into the experience a little bit, and then you can also increase the difficulty at any point during gameplay. Now, I'm not going to be too fussed about the star signs here for the main character. Let's just go ahead and choose today's date. Actually, no, let's just take it back a few days, because I believe Virgo is a good overall choice in terms of compatibility. And if you guys are going to be playing the Zodiac, not the Zodiac Age, what am I thinking? I was just chatting actually about Final Fantasy 12 to somebody before the stream began. But if you guys are going to play the Ivalice Chronicles, then let me know in the chat as well. Yeah, one of the other big changes, full voice acting here for the first time in this game. So that'll be cool. You can actually play an original version of Final Fantasy Tactics in this release. It is included, but it is separate. So you can't switch between the two versions of the game on a single save file. You would have to start again, which is fine. I'm happy to stick to the remastered version, and that is the version that's recommended. So let's go ahead and get started, and I hope you guys enjoy this opening introduction to Final Fantasy Tactics. Let's see how far we can push through chapter 1 and see what the game's all about.
I am Arazlam J.D. For the greater part of my life, I have
Is the volume okay, by the way?
Ivalice's middle age. You are familiar with the War of the Lions? No? It was a bitter war of succession that rent the land of Ivalice in two. Here we first find mention of Delita Hyrule, the hero who would draw the curtain on this dark act of our history. His is a tale of great renown, familiar to all who dwell within our land. But, as we well know, what the eye sees is oftentimes a mere fragment of the truth. There was another young man, Ramza Beowulf, the youngest son of House Beowulf, famed for producing leaders of men. There is no official record of the role he played on history's stage. However, according to the Jirai papers, which had long lain concealed in church archives, this forgotten young man was in fact the true hero. The church maintains he was a heretic of the highest order, an inciter of unrest, who blasphemed the gods and profaned the godly. Which of these two accounts is to be believed?
Yes, as you can see, voice acting right from the get-go here.
Join me now in my search to uncover the answer.
So we have a bit of an opening introduction there. Yeah, if you've played Final Fantasy Tactics before, I'm sure many of you have, then this is going to be really familiar to you. It isn't a remake, it is a remaster. If you've only played the War of the Lions on PSP, then yeah, sadly, some of the content that was introduced for that version is not present here. This is a remaster of the original PS1 game. Although some aspects of the War of the Lions have carried over, notably the translation to the script. But yeah, for the most part, that's not the case. Yeah, and if you are new to Final Fantasy Tactics, it's interesting to know that this is the first Final Fantasy game that was set in Ivalice. So many of you will be familiar with Final Fantasy 12, of course, but that wasn't the first FF game set in that world. Yeah, could be the case this dad. War of the Lions content coming later. I wouldn't be surprised. Yeah, for the majority of you, unless you got the game early, I know a few people have, this will be unlocking midnight tonight / tomorrow morning. Yes, Rush, I did play Type 0. It was a good number of years ago, but I did play it and I did enjoy it as well. I even had the official strategy guide for that game too. Oh, nice one, Johnny. Yeah, I'm sure that content, War of the Lions, will be coming as DLC. And I'm sure when it does, Square will be like, since you've all demanded it, we're going to release it. Not that we had any plans to keep it separate as paid DLC in the first place. No, definitely not. Yeah, you guys have probably seen this cutscene before, as I believe it was released when the game was announced. But it's pretty cool. Right, Auburn Monastery.
Oh, Father.
So now we get to see our first look at how the game actually looks.
But deliver us from our sins, that we might know salvation.
Lady Ovelia, it is time.
Okay, so
I'll not be
you can
much
turn
longer,
auto
Ivalice.
proceed on in cutscenes. See, I'm going to keep pressing the confirm button.
Your escort has already arrived.
Please, heed the good lady's words, Highness. You must hurry.
Still in here, are you? It's been the better part of an hour.
Gafgarian, you forget yourself, sir. You are in the presence of the princess.
Mayhap bowed heads would less offend. But you would do well to waste less time on idle pleasantries.
I see even the noble Order of the Northern Sky cannot rid itself of vulgar knaves.
A guard captain in these rain-sodden hinterlands ought not to expect chivalry. We are in the employ of the Order, not of it. Our pay does not cover trite courtesies to the likes of you.
Govern your tongue.
Enough. Let us be on our way.
Yeah, I've definitely got plans for the job
Father,
path
watch
that I
over
want
your
to take in the
child.
early game, Johnny, and the monkeys
And you,
included, don't you
Mother.
worry. Yeah, morning, Scott.
Milady, the enemy is upon us.
You got Tanner's men?
We are paid for this. Time to earn our keep. What is it, Ramza? You above getting paid to do a job?
I'm a knight no longer. Just another sellsword.
Right then. To battle.
Yeah, so the first battle in this game is pretty much a formality,
Deliver us.
just to introduce you to the systems of combat and whatnot. Yeah, hopefully you enjoy it, Brutona. And here we get introduced
They
to
bear the crest of the
Ramza,
Black
I believe.
Lion. Duke Goltana must be mad.
You there, wench. It is useless to resist.
Wench.
You will surrender the princess. If not, well, I would hate to see anything happen to that pretty face of yours.
A head on a sword? These swords of gold, Tanner. Lackwits, one and all.
You're not a big fan of the British
In that
accents,
case, we should be
Rebellious.
able to handle this without you, Gafgarian.
Mayhap you could.
I actually think the voice
There's no money to be
acting is
made in
not too
that.
bad from what I've seen
Lad,
so far,
rams
the
up
first few
with
hours of the
me.
game that I played. Okay, so here we go, our first battle in Final Fantasy Tactics, the Ivalice Chronicles.
Leave
Like
no
I say,
man
it's a
standing.
total formality. And the jobs and the setups and all of that we're dealing with right now are not going to be what we have for our main party in a couple of battles' time when we actually start setting that up.
You would have us slaughter them. Are you mad? Kill them here, and you'll have played into Duke Goltana's hands. We need only put them to rout.
I find dead men rout more easily.
Yeah, and if you guys, by the way, are going to be starting this game, if you're going to be playing it, if you pre-ordered it or whatever, maybe for the first time you're going to be playing, I have actually got a video going live this evening, which I've already recorded, which will guide you through the first chapter. And it's really important in Final Fantasy Tactics, and I want to emphasise this, super important, that you have a good start to your party, because if you get things wrong, it's actually quite unforgiving, and you're going to have trouble. Especially if you only have one save file, you might end up effectively bricking your game and have to start again. So it's really important to have a good early start. Hopefully the video I've made will help you with that. By the way, if you're a member, you can watch that right now. It's live on the channel. If you're not a member, no problem. It will be going live for you in a few hours' time as well. It's scheduled. So here we go then. We've got our first set of choices to make, and all we need to do is kill the opposing enemy team. There is a button to make the screen a little easier to see from various angles, but it doesn't seem to be enabled right now. It's been a while since I did this first battle. Yeah, I will stress, I did mean to mention this, so Square were actually kind enough to send me a copy of this game, which is why I'm able to play it early, and it also meant that I was able to prepare for the stream a little bit too, so should be more entertaining for you guys. So all we're going to do is do as much damage as we can, basically. Yeah, a couple of abilities here as part of Ramza's Squire class. You don't actually get these permanently, you'll have to learn them yourself later. This is just for the first battle, but let's just stick with normal attack for now. And look how powerful we are, one-shotting things right from the off. Yeah, Reva, I'm on the Squire difficulty, which is the easiest difficulty. Don't let that put you off. This is actually a difficult game, and it is going to require a lot of strategy. You will even brick your save files on the Squire difficulty if you just go into it without a plan. So, yeah, if you are new to the game, I recommend starting on Squire, and then you can easily bump the difficulty up as need be throughout the adventure. You're not just stuck to the one you choose when you first start the game, if that makes sense. I don't think particularly this first battle is affected by difficulty, as this is more of just a tutorial. It might be possible to lose it, but I wouldn't see how. Yeah, I can understand, Scott. This game is tough, I will tell you that now. Even though a lot of people are expecting, 'cause I've seen this online, a whole load of balancing changes to difficulty, there isn't that much, okay? I know Square mentioned that there is some balancing changes, but they are few and far between. Sadly, for the most part, the jobs themselves that were pretty naff in the original game are still going to be pretty naff here in the remaster, and likewise the overpowered jobs like Ninja and others are also going to be powerful here as well.
Leave it to me.
No, Final Fantasy Tactics on PS1 looks considerably more pixelated than this does, Red.
Will unencumbered, by darkness empowered. Shadow Blade.
So the remastered graphics here are adding a nice
Come then.
fidelity upgrade to the game, but obviously in a way that honours the original. And just to clarify, I'm not actually doing anything here.
Cling to it not. Embrace inevitable end. Judgment Blade!
Apart from Ramza, all the other characters in this first battle are auto-controlled.
Nothing to fear.
It is, yes. Very smooth. Brutona, you do, just not in this first battle here. In this first battle, you only control Ramza. But going forward, yes, you'll be controlling the whole party. So let's just go ahead and finish this guy off. You can see before I go ahead and select as well at the bottom of the screen, it gives you some information. I'm not sure if it did this in the original, but it gives you some information of the damage you're expected to do, your hit chance, and in this case, the fact that we're going to knock out the enemy. And you can also see information on the experience required to level up your job, some stats of your character, your bravery and faith stats, really important, we'll talk about those later, HP and MP, and the current class and your current level. So lots of info to help you with your strategizing in the middle of battles there. And we'll just wait, I won't bother move. No, we'll move. Although the enemy's probably going to move, let's be honest.
My time is now.
You can fast forward as well by holding down the R1 button on your PS remote, on your PS controller. Which is going to save you a lot of time. It really is. Attack from the side and we'll get a knockout. Lovely stuff. So that's the first battle. Really easy. You're not going to fail that. It gets a lot more complicated and a lot more difficult, I assure you. But let's go through the next cutscene. See what's happening.
No. Lady Ovelia.
This way. Hurry up. And try making a little less noise.
I'll not take orders from you!
You've quite a mouth on you, Princess.
Hold there!
I think not. If you feel wronged, blame yourself or the father.
This cannot be.
Delita. He lives. But why does he serve under the banner of Duke Goltana? I do not understand.
Okay, so more story
of the
first.
Hero Delita Hyrule
First appear 1 year before the outbreak of the War of the Lions. The loss of the 50 Years' War saw Ivalice paying enormous reparations and ceding vast swathes of land to Ordalia, the victors. Knights and sellswords returned from the front to find their homes razed and loved ones slain. Compounding their woes, they were denied pay for their service and stripped of their livelihoods. This ill treatment led many to abandon their fealty to the crown and the nobility. Once loyal soldiers became rogues and traitors, donning the thief's cloak and plotting treason. It was a time of great unrest for Ivalice. Murder and theft were commonplace. Many were the young adventurer and mage who stepped forward to counter this threat. Of these, the city of Garland too saw its share. It was there that our tale began.
Yeah, without giving spoilers, the story to this game is actually pretty good and pretty absorbing. So yeah, pay attention to the cutscenes, especially when you're playing it yourself at home, because you can get really involved in the story.
Did you hear? Another Wayne was struck last night on its way to Egros.
Yeah, I'm good, thanks, Jeff. How are you?
The Corpse Brigade again.
'Tis long past the hour for drills. What is happening, I wonder? Delita, what do you suppose this is about?
I could hazard a guess.
Oh? Do tell.
One thing I would like to see, maybe patched in at some point, is the ability to have auto-proceed cutscenes as the default option, because right now, every time a cutscene begins, you have to remember to turn on auto-proceed if that's what you want.
I think Duke Larg is coming to Garland.
Oh, yeah, I remember that.
Duke Larg?
Red.
Why?
Hello, Roger. Good to see you. How you
The
doing?
Marquis Elmdor the Limbry, too.
That's the first I've heard of it. This has not the sound of a state visit.
All of Ivalice is in turmoil. The Order's supposed to be keeping things under control, but the fact is, they number too few.
And they mean to bolster their numbers with us.
All right, everybody, fall in.
Fall in. Yeah, I think it's pretty good, IMAD. Somebody mentioned earlier they think it's horrible, but yeah, I don't see that myself.
The Order of the Northern Sky has an assignment for its Knight's Apprentice. As I'm sure you're already aware, the number of brigands roaming Galleon is on the rise. Among them, the Corpse Brigade, a seditious lot with a grudge against the very crown they had served. Rogues such as they must be dealt with.
Yeah, Reaver, I've heard it's extremely difficult. I've not tried that difficulty myself because... Knight's the normal difficulty, isn't he? So I was getting confused. Yeah, the hard difficulty is super difficult, from what I've heard, but Knight and Squire are manageable. But yeah, Knight is still very challenging. You do need to have a good strategy with your jobs and how much grinding and leveling you're doing, which I'll talk about, because if you get it wrong, you are going to find yourself in a lot of trouble and might end up making various story battles pretty much impossible to get past. So yeah, Tactician, which is the hardest difficulty. I wouldn't recommend starting with that unless you really know what you're doing, but Knight or Squire are probably good starting points if you've got a strategy in place.
The Order has been commanded to undertake an operation to eliminate the Brigade. An operation of a grand scale. We will not be acting alone.
Oh yeah, definitely, Scott.
The Order will be joined by, among others, His Excellency Duke Larg's Royal Guard. This will leave Egro's castle undermanned. Your task will be to proceed there and support us from the rear by bolstering its defenses. Remember, you represent the Academy itself. Noble or otherwise, your actions reflect upon us all. Fight with honor and trust in your steel. Twould seem the time to take up arms is already upon you, young apprentices. I've just received word that a band of thieves, routed by our knights, flees here to Garland, where the bustling streets will only aid their escape. We will move to stop them and finish the task of our brothers. You, young apprentices, will accompany us. This is but a squall before the storm of battle. Prepare yourselves at once. Dismissed.
Okay, we do have our second battle coming up. We have, okay, yeah, our first guest party member. So guest party members are party members you don't control in the battle. They will take command themselves. And here we have the world map screen, which we'll be seeing a lot of through our playthrough. So we can't really do much now. In terms of, yeah, we can't like change jobs or classes or do anything of that nature right now. So let's just go ahead and proceed to the next battle. But we get a little bit more of the mechanics this time, having to place our own units, and then we'll be controlling more of them as well. So, yeah, we've got Ramza. He's going to be taking part in many of our story encounters throughout the game.
Never a doubt.
So I'm just going to plonk a few down here. We do recommend having a chemist for this fight.
Ready.
As that is going to be your healing, if need be.
What have we here? Little moppets, is it? Our luck's turned for the better. All right, lads. Cut through these and we're as good as flint. Make quick work of them. And don't be leaving no squealers behind.
Yeah, so one thing you'll see is that the terrain, the environment, is over multiple levels, and that's important because it will determine basically hit radius, where you can attack enemies from and where they can attack you from. So let's just speed through the enemy turns here.
Careful, Ramza. Remember, the well-aimed thrust pierces the mail.
Don't patronize me, Delita. We Beowulfs know our way around the battlefield.
Beowulf, was it? Heir to the noble house, Beowulf, I'd
Yeah, the
wager.
entire game has been voice acted, so every line of dialogue now has voices.
Looks like we have ourselves some apprentices from the academy. Well, highborn Muppets are still Muppets.
Lay down your arms or die clutching them. None will mourn your passing.
Is that right? You're in far over your little heads.
It's time.
Okay, so yeah, we do get full control now, apart from that single guest party member. So let's just start doing some damage. We shouldn't need to spend a whole lot of time healing in this fight. Oh, this option here, I believe, is auto battle, but that will come available after we've done this encounter. Now, one thing you need to be aware of... Oh, yeah, that's fine. One thing you do need to be aware of in this game is the concept of level scaling. For better or worse, yeah, this game does have enemy level scaling, which can be a bit annoying, because if you level up your party members too much, then you are going to make the enemies far more deadly than they otherwise would be. So you're going to have to be really careful with how you do your grinding. And we're going to move this character over to another enemy, lest we get blocked off. Don't think we'll be able to reach there. Will we? No, can't reach any enemy just yet. That's fine. And this is our chemist, who is going to be our main healer. You can sort of zoom out with the camera a little bit, or change the perspective, I should say, to tactical view. But I don't think there's an actual full zoom out option, which would be nice. So yeah, you can change to tactical view like this. But yeah, no actual zoom out, sadly. And the other thing, when it's in this view, you can't actually make choices. You can choose, like, because I've already chosen to move, where to move to. But I can't actually confirm that selection. Which kind of makes sense, I suppose. So there, it's hard to see that that tile is on a lower elevation. Although we still probably could have hit the enemy from that one. Yeah, it can be, though, the real Papa Roach. My first playthrough, I ended up bricking the game because of level scaling. So I had to start again and take an entirely different approach. So no, it can be a big deal, for sure. Yeah, later on we'll be able to use auto battle, which will speed things up considerably.
Bloody hell. I thought that one.
Yeah, we're getting through this without too much trouble. Yeah, this is a good example actually as to how the environments work in this game. Get you used to it. There is an advantage to hitting from behind. I'm trying to remember what it is. I don't think it's increased damage. It's not increased damage. I think it's increased hit chance, if I'm not mistaken. So there's our chemist in action. I mean, it's manageable, Reaver, along with night difficulty, of course, if you have a good strategy. But yeah, it's not necessarily that easy, especially if you're a new player.
Leave it to me.
Not from what I've seen, anyway. Yeah, that's definitely a good thing to do, Johnny. Yeah, you can change difficulties mid-game. It's one of the reasons, I think some people are frustrated that there's no trophy for the completing the game in the hardest difficulty, but I reckon that's why. Because of the fact that you can change at any point throughout the game, kind of make it redundant, having such a trophy. So just this final one to go. There we go. Yeah, daughter especially, Johnny,
Just getting started.
is potentially very difficult if you're unprepared. Once you've got a strategy in place, it's not that evil.
Honest work would see them.
But yeah, that's going to throw a lot of new players, I think, even in this version of the game.
Early grave.
Have you seen much of Squire mode then, Battlescar? Because the battles we've done so far, I'm only asking because the battles we've done, the two, you would have not seen any difference, I don't think, even on night mode. They are both formalities. I don't think they're even affected by difficulty.
Barbeneth Beowulf, a great hero who had attained the distinguished title of Knight Gallant, approached the hour of his death.
What news of the war?
The Order has struck a great blow. Limbri is ours once more. 'Tis but a matter of time ere the Ordalians withdraw from Seltenia. All goes as planned, Lord Father. Be not troubled.
The envoy dispatched to treat with Advocate Lenario returned this night past. He has agreed to your proposal, Lord Father.
Good. Very good. Then the war will die with me.
Father.
There now, Alma. You want my last memory to be of your tears?
Where is that Ramza? He should be here at your side.
Zalbag, Dystag, you are dear to me. But Ramza is no less so. Though he be not the issue of the womb that bore you, my sons, Still, my blood courses through his veins.
Yes, that's right,
Watch
Johnny.
after him.
Is that not something you could do in the original then? Okay, fair
You
enough.
forget yourself, Ramza.
You have come. Good. Let me look upon your face once more.
Lord Father.
Yeah, we'll talk about grinding in a minute,
long
Reaver,
has
once
it
the
been?
cutscene's done.
You've
A lot to say
grown
about that.
into a fine young man. I would hear of your studies. You've been at the academy since spring, is it? Hear me, Ramza. For generations, we Beowulfs have stood foremost of those who serve the crown. Ours is the soul of the night. Become a knight worthy of your name. Tolerate no injustice. Stray not from the true path. You will know the path you must walk. A Beowulf can walk no other.
I will not fail you, Father.
Your friend, Delita. He is a good boy. He is low-born, but he can serve you well. I've made arrangements for him to enter the academy. You should have seen the look on the headmaster's face. In the years ahead, you will need someone whom you can trust. You could do far worse than Delita.
As you say, Father.
Take care of your sister. And show these brothers of yours what it is. What it is to be a knight.
And there he goes. Yeah, in terms of jobs, that's going to be talking all about that in a moment, John. Go through it all. Yeah, that'd be good, Red. That'd be awesome if you did that. Right, okay. So, a couple of things that people are talking about in chat. I know you guys got lots of questions. I'm going to try and answer all of them as best as I can. Right, level scaling. A lot of people are talking about level scaling. So right now you can see our current party roster. The way enemy level scaling works is it is based on the highest level of your party roster. So in this case, the current highest level, thanks for the sub, is Sybil here at level 2. That means that when we go into random enemy encounters and also monsters in story fights, they are going to be around level 2. Okay? Now this is something really, really important to consider, because you want to keep enemy levels as low as possible. Now in most cases, Ramza is very quickly going to end up as your high level party member, because he is like the story character, so he's the one that is going to be in most of the fights, including the story encounters. He's going to get the most experience, which means enemy level scaling is usually based on Ramza's level. It doesn't matter if the party member is in the active combat or not. So even if we do a fight and don't include Sybil in that encounter, it is still going to be based on Sybil's level, because she's the highest level in the roster. So that's something you do need to factor in, okay? It does make the game a little more challenging. Some people hate level scaling, but it is what it is for Final Fantasy Tactics. Now, the first thing you are probably going to want to do, in fact, before we talk about that, because it's probably not the first thing, I was going to talk about abilities, let's go to the Outfitter. Because we want to make sure that we have a good roster of at least 5 characters. Now, Ramza is going to count as one of those 5, and then we're going to need another 4. So I recommend 2 male characters with a high bravery stat, and 2 female characters with a high faith stat. That's going to be good to get you started. The reason being, the way things work in FF Tactics is male characters tend to be better at doing physical damage, and female characters tend to be better at doing magical damage. So we can have a nice balance there with 2 and 2. So let me just see what we've got right now. We've got 3 male characters. You can see bravery and faith stats down at the bottom left of the screen for each character that you hover over. 49-45 is pretty sucky. So we're going to be replacing Gembert. Don't want him in the party. Sybil has a really nice bravery stat, but a low faith stat. And as a female character, we want her to have a high faith stat. So probably going to be replacing her too. Bravery 60, we can do better than that. Bravery 67 and faith 62. That's actually some pretty good starting stats there. So I think we're going to be keeping Lambert to start with this. Run. And we're going to replace Laurentius, Gembert and Sybil. Let's see what we've got down here. Faith 63. We could use that, but I want to get higher than that. Yeah, so these all suck. So we're just going to keep Lambert. Okay. Oh, thanks, John, for the clarification there. So, male characters can have stronger bravery stats, and the same for females with the faith stat.
By all means, may I help?
No, I don't want the outfitter. What I want is the Warriors Guild to start with. This is where we're going to recruit new party members. So we're looking for a dude with a high brave stat and 2 ladies with high faith stats. So straight away, Agnes, faith 70. I'm liking that. Ethelbert sucks. Sucks. Faith 66 isn't terrible. Faith 69 is good, but that's on a male character. So we're going to go for Agnes. Now you can see we're starting with 10,200 gil. So that's going to be enough to get what we need here.
You'll hire this cell sword for the agreed. A perfect fit.
One thing to note, once a party member falls in battle, you have to resurrect them in, I think it's 3 rounds. Otherwise they are deleted from your roster for good.
You have another task for me?
And any work you've done on that party member is going to be lost. One thing I really like, a nice little quality of life feature for this version of the game, is you can restart battles from within the battle. So if you do look like you're losing a party member, you can just restart the fight or go back to the world map without any consequences. Oh, in order to reset the roster, we have to go all the way back to the world map, I believe.
Greetings. Anyone meet your needs?
Okay, Amelia, Faith 69. I'll bear that in mind. Yeah, you want to try and push to 70 if at all possible. So we got Bertram here with a bravery of 70. They can get 71, I believe, as a male character. But 70 is pretty good, so we'll go for that.
So, you'll do well together. You have another your pet.
So if we just head now to the world map and look at our characters, we've got Lambert, we've recruited Agnes, and we've recruited Bertram. So all we need now is one more female character with a high faith stat, and then we're good.
Welcome. Anyone catch you? Have another
Yes, you can rename characters. There is an option here.
Certainly.
And this will later rename the characters you've already recruited. So yeah, you can absolutely go ahead and rename your party member names. Obviously, you can't rename Ramza because of the voice acting, so he's fixed.
Anyone meet your needs?
Faith 66. Yeah, if we can get to 70, that would be ideal. But I'm not going to go out of my way here
You have another task.
to spend ages doing this for the purposes of the stream, so I don't want you guys
to the Warriors Guild. Anyone catch your
to get bored. So if we can get into, you know, the late 60s, I'll probably be happy with that.
Is there? Yep.
So again, we'll just go back to the world map, reset the roster.
What sort of recruit are you looking for?
Not a dude spawn this time.
Is there your pet?
Yep, some really low faith stats, so that's not good. Faith as a stat is going to do a lot of... well, it's basically going to determine your magic damage and your healing, but I think it also determines how much magic damage you take in a negative sense. So the higher your faith stat, the more magic damage. Or it might be the way around, the higher your bravery stat, more magic damage taken. Ah, there we go. Eustacia, faith of 70, that's very good.
So, a perfect fit.
If you really want to... Yeah, the game is releasing tomorrow, and so this is a streamer's copy, I guess, from Square, so that I can show it to you guys. Yeah, if you really want to delve into party selection, you might also want to look at the zodiac signs. I'm not going to bother. You can go through the whole game without worrying really about the zodiac signs. But if you want to min-max your party, definitely look into those as well.
Welcome.
That's an interesting concept, John. I have done some things like that before, actually. But yeah, I haven't got anything set up at the minute. One thing I do recommend is making sure you stock up on potions. Don't be scared to buy quite a few of these. We are going to be spamming them like there's no tomorrow. And I'm going to get a couple of Phoenix down as well. I've got 5 there, just in case.
May I come back any time?
Okay, right. Okay, that's interesting, John. I'll be honest, I've not had that happen to me. So that's interesting. Right, we're going to keep Lambert. Let's just sort out our party here because it's going to make it easier to pull them into combat. So which is the male character? Bertram, that's it. So we've got Lambert and Bertram. And we're going to have our 2 female characters that we recruited. So they are Agnes and Eustacia. There we go. Yeah, put them all on the top row. Your main party members. That's going to make recruiting them into combat just a lot more quick. It does seem complicated, Reaver. But honestly, once you get used to it, it does become second nature. Very good, John. Very good. Right, next thing, let's sort out our classes. Now, I'm going to highly recommend, to start with, that everybody starts as Squire. Everybody. Yes, it's going to mean that healing is limited. You might want to have 1 chemist, but I'm going to risk having it on Squire mode as in the difficulty, keeping everyone as Squire. The reason being is you need to prioritise learning JP Boost. There's just no 2 ways about it. You've got to get JP Boost as a priority on every party member, and then you equip it and you do not take it off. The reason for this is because of the level scaling, as we mentioned. So, we need to be overpowering our enemies, and the way we do that is by levelling jobs faster than we're levelling our characters. And the only way you do that is with JP Boost. If you don't have JP Boost, then you're going to be levelling your characters at the same rate you're levelling your jobs. Enemies are levelling up with you. You're not actually making the game, you know, feeling that progression. You're going to struggle. So definitely focus on that. Make sure everybody's set to Squire, which in this case they are. Again, you might want to choose Squire difficulty because I'm not having any healing, just to get at least a JP boost. And we need 250 JP for every party member. The great thing is, with everybody set to Squire, there should be some nice spillover. I also want to clarify this. I know this is so much information. Let's get into battle and then I'll show it you in action, rather than me just talking about it at this screen. There's a few more things I want to go over, but I want to show it you. So I don't have a healer now, which is risky, but I think we'll be okay.
Ready and waiting.
You have my strength. 'Tis time.
To battle.
If you do want to bring a healer, bring a chemist. You've got those potions we purchased, so you'd have plenty of healing.
Looks like this one's still alive. What do we do with him?
What do you think we'd do with him?
Right then. Your luck's run out, knave. If ever you had any.
Good point, John. I should have done that. I could have set some healing in if somebody had already learned potion, or had the JP to learn potion.
The Corpse Brigade. And they've a hostage in their midst.
We must rescue their captive. To do less would be unbecoming of men of the Order.
Yeah, for those asking about how I'm playing now, Square were kind enough to send me a copy of the game so that I could, yeah, show it off to you guys, which is what I'm doing. Hey, Steve, how you doing? So our objective is to protect this dude here.
Reinforcements. And none too soon. I shall win glory.
We are going to be seeing this particular battle a few times, as it is going to be very useful for grinding a few early abilities of our jobs that we're going to need. Like JP Boost, which I've just shown you, and also other ones such as Auto Potion and Ether,
Leave this to me.
and Phoenix Down. Hey, Johnny, thank you so much. And thank you to your wife. Tell her that's very kind and considerate of her. Yeah, appreciate that support. Right, we actually get access to auto battle now, which I don't always use, but just to show it you in action, let's go ahead and fire this off. We'll start auto battling some enemies. So as you can see, Ramza's doing what he needs to do by himself. We'll just choose the tactic. What I will say is auto battle won't always select the enemy that you choose. Like, I chose a different enemy than what it chose there because it wouldn't actually have reached the enemy I chose, so it doesn't want to waste the turn. I can't remember if auto battle was in the older versions of this game or not, but it is a nice little quality of life feature. So now I can just hold down fast forward, everybody's set to auto, and as long as we don't need the healing that I haven't actually added into this fight, we should be good to just watch this play out. Let's see what happens. I think we should be good. The enemies are falling, slowly but surely. Yeah, I think you'll really like it, Roger, to be honest. There you go, look, no healing class necessary for this battle. Taking care of this without issues. That'll be it, I think. Yep, there we go.
Are you all right?
I'll be fine. It is for the Marquis's safety, I fear.
The Marquis? The Marquis Elmdor de Limbry was here.
The very same. And to whom do I owe my gratitude?
We are Knights Apprentice from the Academy at Garreland. We may be able to help you. But first, I would hear more.
Okay. Yeah, welcome to those of you that have just joined the stream as we are starting off with Final Fantasy Tactics, the Ivalice Chronicles, which is, of course, the remastered version, just releasing tomorrow of the older game. If you are new to the game, thinking of checking it out, then do know I've got a video uploaded on my channel. It's currently available just to members, but will be available to everybody later, giving you a full starting guide to Chapter 1.
Marquis Elmdor de Limbry's household.
And I recommend checking that out if you are new. It's going to give you some good job setups that you can go through to get you through the early chapter and to hopefully set you up on your way then throughout the game. And it's also littered with different tips and stuff, things you need to know that I think are important. So even if you don't want to follow my particular job setup that I'm going for, you can still take note of some of those other tips. Yeah, there are different movement abilities, John, that you can learn from different jobs. But you'll have to equip those abilities once you've learned them.
A knight, you say?
Well, truth be told, I am a knight apprentice like you.
A fellow knight in training, then. I am Ramza Beowulf, and this is Delita Hyrule, my trusted friend.
Beowulf? You're not of the Beowulfs of the Order of the Northern Sky, are you? What fantastic luck! A blessing in the midst of disaster. What? The Order can help me rescue the Marquis. It must.
The Marquis is held captive.
The Corpse Brigade captured him, yes, but he still lives. We must act quickly. Should he be killed, I will lose everything. You simply must help me, please! I beg you!
Calm yourself. Who's to say your Marquis is to be killed anyway? The Corpse Brigade would not take a man alive save there were value in keeping him so. Of that, you can be sure.
There's little we alone can do against their main host in any case. If the Marquis has been taken hostage, Egros will be in an uproar. You can be sure of that, too.
Then before all else, we will report into Egros. Are we agreed?
Yes,
Agreed.
on my first save file I did
We'll
get
start
Thief movement level 2, which is quite a big help actually. But yeah, to start with, just getting movement level 1 on Squire is something.
Lead the way.
Okay, we're just going to head over to Egros Castle. There's no battle here, so this is just story. Before we do that, however, let me just show you. So here the Mandalia Plain, which was a story encounter we've just completed, has now become an area for random encounters. So we can use this to grind if we wish. The thing with this is you don't have to enter battle. So this is a new quality of life feature for the Ivalice Chronicles. In the older version of the game, I would have been thrust automatically into battle now, but I do now have the option to flee. Also, when you're on the square, you can just tap the confirm button on your controller to guarantee an encounter. So you haven't got to move backwards and forwards trying to get, you know, a random encounter to spawn, which is, I think, what you used to have to do. Okay, now you can just tap it and then repeat that fight whenever you wish. So, right, Ramza now has 251 job points, which means he can go ahead and learn. He could learn a few things, but the thing we really want to learn as a priority is JP boost. So super important we learn that. And then what you want to do is go to equipment and abilities and go to support abilities and equip the JP boost he's just learned. Okay, that's really, really helpful. And definitely something you are, as I've said a few times, going to want to do there. So nobody else has got 250 yet. I don't know if anybody's going to have enough for... Yeah, we can learn potion. Which is also really helpful from Chemist. Bertrand as well can learn potion. And Agnes. Yeah, just get everyone learning potion if they can. That means you've got some healing. So if we head back to Ramza. Yeah, you can then choose items as your secondary ability casts. And now you can use that from the combat menu. Okay, so we'll come back to completing our JP boost farm in a moment. Let's just head over to get the story done.
I hear you were decorated for your first victory, Ramza. They sing your praise from on high. You do honor to our name, my brother, and to me.
I am glad.
Oh? You would not seem it.
I am. Forgive me. Your words do me far more honor than I have done you. No doubt word has already reached you, but the Marquis de Limbury's carriage was waylaid, and the Marquis taken. What have you a mind to do?
I have already
Polly,
asked
welcome.
Zalbarg to dispatch a squad in pursuit. These brigands must eventually come forth to demand ransom. That is, assuming the Marquis yet lives.
I beg of you, Count Beowulf. Lend me 100 men that I might hunt the Horsens down. Please, my lord. Grant me the means to avenge my fallen friends.
Mayhap your ears fail you. I said that a squad is to be dispatched.
Thank you, Johnny. Tell her I said thank you to her welcome. Thank you.
You are not a man of Galleon. Leave her affairs to those of us who are.
But, my lord...
Do not assume to beg favors of me. Let me remind you, Argath, lest you forget your place. You are but another sword, not yet even knighted.
Yeah, I remember that, Red. That was an interesting time, wasn't it?
Two of you will remain here at Igros and serve among the castle guard. You needn't worry. Danger is not like to visit these walls.
My own house was once respected as highly as House Beowulf, you know? At least, until my grandfather was captured during the war.
Well, this is a tactics game through and through, Jamaica, so if you're like not somebody that enjoys them at all, then it would be difficult to recommend it. But I'm really enjoying it.
Whatever it took,
this isn't my first playthrough,
to the enemy.
But I have had a lot of fun with it.
Traitor, thinking to buy his freedom
PS5,
with the lives
Kevin.
of his friends. But his freedom scarce outlived his honor. He was not a dozen paces out of the gate when the dagger found his back, killed by some common squire, no more a knight than I. One of his supposed comrades spread word of his misdeeds. My lord father would have none of it, of course. But he was the only one. Our bannerman deserted us. Our reputation ruined. I suppose I had best remember my place. Your lord brother has no reason to lend ear to pleas from the likes of me.
Delita! Delita!
Tidra!
Alma! Zalbarg!
I haven't decided yet, Gonzo.
You've come home.
Haven't decided.
It has been some time, hasn't it, Zalbarg?
I'll see how
I
people
heard about Garland.
enjoy the game first.
They say you made short work of those brigands. Now you've truly the right to call yourself a Beowulf. Father would be proud.
Thank you, Lord Brother.
Yeah, the story is really engaging.
You certainly haven't changed.
Even if you just keep it on easy mode and just enjoy the story, then you might just find yourself having a lot of fun with it anyway.
Delita, do not think word of your deeds escapes our ears. Your sister's been so full of pride I quite fear she might burst.
Worry not, my seams have held. Glad to see you looking so well, Delita.
And are you? Have you settled in at school?
Yes, the others have all been quite kind to me.
Would that we could speak at greater leisure, but there are duties that require my attendance. Rogues do not catch themselves.
I understand. Good luck.
Oh, we received a note of ransom from the Corpse Brigade.
What?
Something about it sits unwell with me. They are anarchists, to be sure, bent on bringing down the aristocracy. But they fancy themselves righteous, and prey only on the nobility and those in our employ. Indeed, when they took hostages in the past, they demanded only in exchange for their captured brethren. Would such as they truly kidnap the Marquis for want of coin?
Why wouldn't they? They're naught but common footpads. What would they know of honor?
One of the men I dispatched to watch them has not returned. I suspect he learned something of import and was caught for it. However, there are those who do not think some mere spy worth a search party's efforts.
Where was he last known to be?
In Daughter, the merchant city east of Galleon. Guarding a castle grows dreadfully dull. Wouldn't you agree?
Forgive us, Tetra. It seems we must be leaving sooner than we had planned.
Don't worry about me. Just take care of yourself.
I will. Mind your studies. I'll be back before you've even noticed I'm gone. Let's be on our way.
Tetra puts on a brave face, but the truth is not as honeyed as her words.
What do you mean?
She has a hard time of it at school. The others tease her for being lowborn. Forgive me. I shouldn't have said anything.
Yeah, a lot of you folks I know have been nagging me to play Final Fantasy Tactics for so many years on this channel.
Then there is naught to worry about.
And I always said we just need an excuse to cover it.
You can't be responsible for everything.
So yeah, this
Says the
remastered
brother who never
version
fails
is exactly
to do
that.
any and all that is expected of him. Unless you forget, I'm no less a Beowulf than you. It'll take more than a few mean-spirited school peers to get the better of me. But please, don't lose sight of yourself, Ramza. You needn't let your life be ruled by the fact you were born a Beowulf.
Now you're starting to sound like...
Yeah, I really enjoyed that walkthrough, like creating it myself, Johnny. It was one of the most fun times I think I've ever had live streaming that game and making those videos in terms of YouTube stuff. Yeah, so like I said, no battle on that map. Yeah, very true, Chaos. Yeah, I feel like I've been missing out now. Okay. So we've got our next story, story encounter, battle encounter. But we are just going to spend a little bit of time, just a bit, making sure that our party learns a few abilities. So first off, we do want to get the JP boost ability on the rest of our party members. We've got it on Ramza now, but the other 4 still need it. Now, we don't have a guest party member since this is a random encounter.
Right. Never a doubt.
Aye.
Yes.
So we'll just stick all 5 party members. Now, we need to get them all to 250. That is the priority here. So the way this works is every time you do an action in combat, the character that performs that action is going to get experience and JP points. Every action that actually does something, like does damage or heals or removes a status ailment, is going to give experience and JP. So JP boost is going to mean we're going to get more JP than we are experience, which, as I mentioned, is exactly what we need, so that we can level up our abilities faster than we level up our party, and by effect, faster than we level up the enemies through the level scaling. Why can't I attack you? Okay. We're just going to auto-battle this. Oh, I was on the wrong party member. Thinking, why couldn't I attack? The chocobos here are annoying because they like to heal up, and they'll heal up their friends as well. So try and focus down on those if you can. And yeah, some enemies, as you can see, are going to counter as well. Yeah, when it comes to grinding, auto battle can be a bit of a real time saver, to tell you the truth. So you can see, as we perform actions, the amount of experience and JP points is appearing over the heads of the party members. And even though I've chosen to attack, if need be, the AI is not super dumb. It's actually pretty useful. So in auto battle mode, they will throw potions around, I believe, as and when that's needed. Yeah, the chocobos can be really irritating, quite frankly. That's why it's good that we are focusing them down here. Okay, what I'm going to do now is actually turn off auto battle, which is a really annoying thing. I wish there was a button you could just disable auto battle, but for better or worse, there isn't. So the only way to do it is to pause battle, wait until a party member's turn happens, like now, and then we can disable it. Like I say, really annoying. The reason I want to do this, though, is I want to try and make sure we're farming enough job points. So this is one of the reasons I told you to purchase a lot of potions. Okay, I can't use them from here. We're going to have to get a bit closer. I didn't disable auto potion, but that's okay. The AI is doing it for me, even though, again, I set it to attack.
I'm in your debt.
It's fairly clever. Yeah, to confirm, I could have just kept auto battle on, and we would have whizzed through this encounter. The reason I've turned it off
Victory awaits.
is because I want to try and farm some JP. And this is how we're going to do that. If we can. I'm actually going to attack my own party member. Because you can get some JP for that.
My turn.
Okay. Have we still got another enemy on the battlefield? I can't quite see. Or is this the last one? We've got a dog. Okay, I can see on the left-hand side combat timeline. So what we're going to do is just kill this guy, I think, is probably best.
Ready to fight.
Oh, didn't cancel the pause. I'm such an idiot.
I've got work to do.
So yeah, throwing potions will heal as well. We've just got one dog left to kill. I'm going to try and not kill them if we can help it. Okay, disable auto battle.
We can win this.
Let's just throw a potion. I need to get everybody to 250. Right, so Bertram's on 250. Perfect. 222. So all I'm going to do is just move and attack a party member. Okay, let's turn off auto battle again. Ramza, I'm not going to actually do anything with right now. I don't want him to gain experience. He's already got the JP boost ability, and I've not got him really focused on learning other abilities yet. So there is a method to the madness here. Well, What are we on there? 252, perfect.
No time to waste.
269, that's perfect as well. Let's just move you closer to the enemy.
It's time.
Ramsar we don't care about. And we do need to get a little bit of JP on Agnes. And now Agnes has 258. Brilliant. So we're good. We can now finish off this fight. You are fully healed and whatnot after each fight as well, so don't worry too much about that. About trying to finish encounters at full HP or anything. Okay, so yeah, the reason I procrastinated a bit while the final enemy was alive there is I just wanted, in case this wasn't clear, I did want to get the 250 JP on every party member so they can learn JP boost. And a quick way of doing that is to attack one another with just one enemy left. That way you can farm JP. So now everybody's got over 250 JP, so we can learn that ability. Then. Does that make sense, guys? Hopefully it does. Like I say, there is a method to the madness. It's a great way of starting off your run, getting JP boost. Just make sure you don't forget to equip it either on each character. Obviously, it's really important. If you're going to learn it, you actually equip it. Agnes next, yep. And now you're going to have a choice after this about what you want to do next. And Eustacia is last. So let's grab the ability. Yeah, I'm hoping that what I'm doing here is making sense, but like I said, I do have a guide on the channel which has been uploaded, taking you through the whole of the first chapter in terms of how to prep and set up your party here. So hopefully that will help. Everybody's got JP boost now. One thing you might want to get, I'll see if we can get it on. Yeah, 300. I want this focus. The reason we want focus is because basically that's going to increase damage when we switch over to the chemist class. So I think we might do that now. On second thoughts, do we need to? I'm thinking maybe. Yeah, it is actually a useful ability to get, it's just expensive. So we'll go back to the Mandalia Plain. We're going to farm this a little bit now. I understand, obviously, about level scaling, you do need to be careful.
For victory.
'Tis time. Time to
But
fight.
these opening abilities we learn are really going to assist us
To battle.
throughout the rest of the chapter. And we're just going to do the same thing again. We need to get everybody this time to 300 JP. Let's just go for auto battle again. Did the job last time, didn't it? And now you can actually see we're getting quite a bit more JP than we were getting. About 25 to 30 per attack now. No, auto battle, that's it. Try and kill this Chocobo early on if we can, so it doesn't start healing. We've got no healing on the enemy side now, which is good. Yeah, I might need to stock up on a few more antidotes, which is something we haven't yet done. Could do with maybe a heal, some of our party members. Okay, we're going to start turning auto battle off here. So disable auto battle.
No time to waste.
I'm not going to be able to throw a potion, that's annoying. Just check that. Yeah, not yet. I don't think there's a way of turning auto battle off easily, apart from pausing and then disabling it. Oh, no, I did not mean to unpause that fight. Yeah, it's really annoying, actually. Trying to turn auto battle off. If there's a way of doing it that I'm missing, then please let me know in chat. But this is the only way I know of. So we're on 86 JP for that character. But we are getting 22 at least per turn, which is something. Right, we've got one enemy left now, so we can do a little bit of farming. If we don't kill the enemy, that is, with auto battle. Okay, disable. Perfect. I wonder if I can actually throw a potion onto the enemy until we can get auto battle turned off. Let's see. Yes, I think we can. And we'll get JP for that as well. So it's not a waste to do that. Right, let's move you out of the way. And you can attack your friend. All for good cause. Okay, disable auto battle again.
I've got work to do.
Get some revenge there.
My turn.
Paching. Paching. No, oh, it don't matter. Oh, yeah, I wish I could get auto battle disabled on this person. I suppose I could just keep throwing potions onto the enemy. Doesn't really matter then, does it? Type of thing.
We can win this.
Right, what are we doing? 154 at the minute. So we're getting there. We're getting there. Let's wait. Yeah, just basically perform any action, attacking your own party members, throwing potions around, and you're good. Oh, that was weird. My YouTube cut off for a moment. I'm still live though, aren't I? I should be. Yeah, let me know if there's any issues in chat there, guys, but hopefully we should be good. That was weird. My whole web browser crashed, said there was not enough memory or something. Right, what JP are we on? 193. Yeah, just got to go a few more rounds of this. And we're basically there. Yep, that's what I'm learning now, focus. I need the 300 JP, basically. But that's exactly what I'm going for. Right, Rams has actually got enough now, so I can probably stop farming with him to keep his level a little bit on track. Right, Astasia's on track as well, so that's fine.
We can win this.
Yep, I think we're all good.
I've got work to do.
Let me just check. Yeah, no, we're all good. Let's take this enemy out now. I think we're good. Ba-ba-da. Okay, so what we've done is we've already farmed JP boost, and now we should have enough for focus, which means we can switch everybody over to the chemist class, start learning some really important healing abilities with that, and at the same time be able to do some damage, because chemist is a job that's really useful for obviously for using items and stuff in battle, but doesn't do much physical damage. So if you're leveling everybody as a chemist, can be a bit of an issue with doing so, but that's where the focus ability is going to come into its own.
Yes.
So that's what we want, focus. Now we don't need to equip this, it is just part of the job abilities, so as long as we have the job abilities equipped, then we're good. Oh, I'm 2 off, how did that happen? That's really annoying. Oh, that is super annoying, I'm 2 off there. Oh, it's not a huge deal. Yeah, that was a really difficult battle, actually, Red. Really difficult, if you ask me. It's not a big problem. We're going to switch everybody over to chemist. I don't know how I messed that up. Oh, that's really annoying, though.
To new beginnings.
Right, everybody's becoming a chemist now.
I will give it my all.
Lambert.
I'll give it my all.
And Ramza.
This will do.
Okay. So we haven't actually got any weapons equipped. We need to have a look at that.
What is it?
Right, so items is now going to be our primary ability. But we're going to set metal for Ramza. That's the name of his squire abilities. Which means he'll be able to cast focus and attack and all of that good stuff. And then everybody else, it's called fundaments. Yeah, oh no, she doesn't have it. That's annoying. You can level a little bit more on Squire for movement, which is really useful. But I'm not going to do that just yet. Right. So here's the thing. Here's what we want to do. On the chemist class, we need everybody to learn potion, which they should have by this point anyway. Ether. Where is it? Phoenix down. Yeah, Phoenix down. And, perhaps most importantly, 400 JP for auto potion. You guys are going to have healing taken care of for you if you just learn auto potion. Okay? Really, 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 really useful ability that I haven't seen a lot of people talk about. What we're going to do, though, is stock up on more potions.
Welcome. Take as long as you need, by all means.
We've only got 20 left. Let's get another 20 or 30.
Are you happy to make anything?
We'll see if there's any weapons we can buy.
Don't be a
Now, yeah.
Greetings.
When it comes to buying gear, I don't recommend just going to the buy menu here. Because it's difficult to see what works with, like, what classes and stuff. You might assume something's going to work and then you can't equip it and then you've wasted your gil. I recommend going to the fitting option,
You're in safe hands.
choosing your character, and this will show you if there's anything available to purchase that they can actually equip. For example, mithril knife and plumed hat. So yeah, we could have some nice early boosts here. Make sure you choose confirmed choice.
This is your grand total.
Obviously, it costs gil, so you're going to have to be prepared to spend a little bit in order to, you know, make the most of it. And some battle boots for some extra movement. I think it's movement, isn't it, for the battle boots? Yeah, it increases the movement attribute.
This is your grand total.
By the way, you can see on the character stats all the improvements or changes that are going to be made.
This is your grand most apps.
So yeah, definitely be using the fitting option. I only got a little bit of gil left, so I won't be able to equip everybody at this point. So let's just go for mithril knives.
This is your fine.
So that we can at least have weapon and damage in the fight.
This is your custom.
Oh, I've already got a mithril knife for you. That's good. Let's just spend all our money. You'll make money back really quickly.
This is your most.
There we go. That'll do for now.
Come back.
Yeah, I have played Chrono Cross Contra. But not Chrono Trigger. Okay. So now we're all in chemist state. Chemist job. But with focus on everybody but Eustacia, because for some reason she only has 298 JP for Squire and I need 300. We should be able to do some damage, in theory. So let's go back to our little grinding spot and see if we can do just that. So the first thing we're going to do is, well, obviously place our units, but in terms of combat, I'm just going to throw focus onto everybody that has it.
Ready and waiting.
You have my strength.
So we'll put our 5 chemists into position.
Nothing can stop me. It's time.
Okay, I'm just going to go abilities. Focus, which does last for the whole battle. Now, the only thing is, I'm not totally sure if it is something that you can keep when you die and then get resurrected. I'm not too sure about that. It's actually a great farming ability as well, if you can spam it. I'm not totally sure if you can. I don't think you can. I think you can only cast it once. Oh, of course, you suck. Didn't have quite enough squire points. Don't know how I missed that, but there you go. Yeah, that's right, Michael. You can buy the game for sure, but yeah, it's going to be available for playing from tomorrow. Okay, we can actually increase focus again, can we? Yes, we can. Nice. Very nice. That's lovely. Okay, I'm not going to right now. Let's see how much damage we're doing. 22. So instead of like 10 or 13, it's been boosted quite a nice healthy amount, which I like. Wait for the enemies to come to us, shall we? By that point, we'll be able to do a ton of damage, in theory. Right, because we're chemists, we can now throw healing a little bit further. Oh, no. See, that works well. You guys understand now why I told you to stock up on potions? Yeah, it's important. It's like super important, man. For this early game healing, it's integral. Oh, it's been a while, Stan, since I've done that myself, so I can't remember so off the top of my head. Yeah, the game is definitely priced, interestingly, isn't it, Lucas? It's, yeah, it is quite pricey.
Victory awaits.
Yeah, does this stack? I really want to know that, if it does or not. These focus buffs, as you can, you know, constantly cast them and stuff. Right, let's start moving some characters around. No, don't evade. You don't get any JP or experience if that happens. Which is obviously annoying. Yeah, we're doing some nice damage now as chemists. Which is going to help to get through these early fights as we are trying to grind some useful abilities here. Yeah, I do need to get to 400, which is a substantial amount. Oh, thank you, Johnny. Oh, that's pretty awesome, though. 54 likes.
Aha.
Oh, a high potion. Not too bad. JP 159. A little bit slacking. Nearly there with Ramza though.
We can win this.
$26, very good.
My strength has grown.
Yeah, hopefully you can see what having JP boost does to making a difference. It's really, really useful actually.
I will prevail.
I don't want to kill this thing yet, if we can help it. Don't think we're going to be able to heal it, though, from here. Nope, not quite.
It's time. I can do this.
Right, we're sorted now with Ramza. $255.
Now or never.
Yeah, sadly I don't think we're going to be... Oh, maybe we will actually. Might be able to heal up now. Heal the baddie up. Oh no. I think we're done for. We're not farming anymore this fight. Nope. That's annoying. We'll have to come back and do it again. Yeah, just to clarify for those of you asking in chat, if the jobs were like underpowered in the OG, expect them to be underpowered in this version. If they were overpowered in the original, expect them to be overpowered here as well. There have been some minor balancing changes. Unfortunately, overarching balancing changes for jobs and stuff isn't one of those things. Right. Where is it? Auto potion. That's what we want. That is beautiful, auto potion. It's a reaction ability, but it effectively takes care of healing for the characters that you equip it on. So Bertram as well can learn it. Yeah, that's good. Bertram. I might have to check my video what I did to see what he needs to learn next. Might be Knight. I think it's Knight. anyway. Need to get them Ether and Phoenix down first.
Making preparations?
Yes?
Need something?
Right, Agnes can learn it as well. Lovely. Yeah, no worries, Johnny. Yeah, auto potion for the win. Right, Ramza is now going back to Squire. He'll also give some spillover XP, hopefully, JP rather. Throw items onto him. Yeah, no, that's good.
Alright then.
Okay, we're all good there. Yeah, I'm going to do another fight then. Make sure we get auto potion and potion on the others. Yes, I can show you that after this fight, Greg. I'll show you the deluxe stuff, actually.
Right.
Boing, boing,
Ready and waiting.
boing, boing,
You have my
boing,
strength.
boing.
'Tis time. Nothing can
Well,
stop
we started to
me.
get auto potion now
To
on a couple of our characters. So that's going to be really helpful here. Hopefully you'll see that in action. Oh, I didn't purchase any more potions. Should be okay though. We should have a number of them left.
I'm here.
No time to waste.
Everyone buffed a little bit. I don't think you can yet though, can you? Nope, that's annoying. Can you do anything? Probably just throw a potion. I don't know if it'll give us JP. No, it won't, because it doesn't actually do any healing. Ouch. Leave Agnes alone, you meanies. You can see the chocobos, or the enemies here, are now level 4. They were level 1, but that's because we're leveling, so they're leveling. That's just how this game works, as I explained. And they do get remarkably stronger as they level up the enemies, so yeah. Do need to be very careful with how this all pans out when it comes to grinding, but that's why we got that JP boost ability sooner rather than later. Yeah, the chocobos are annoying. Still, we got one down, so that's good. Let's try and focus on the other one now. Oh, that's really annoying.
I'm ready to fight.
Flipping hate evade. So frustrating when that happens. Let's try and take this chocobo out, shall we? Evil chocobo, of course. I know, healing and counter. And it's like the first real battle as well. It just shows how unforgiving these earlier Final Fantasy games used to be. It really does. That's why you gotta have a plan with this game. You can't just really go in blind and just do whatever. It's just not going to work. Right, what are we on there? 417. Okay, that'd be good. That'd be auto potion for that character.
No time to waste.
Okay, we're down to our last enemy, which is good. Means we can focus now on farming. Can't. That's better. Eustacia. I'm trying to think. Oh yeah, she needed auto potion. But also, yeah, needs that. I think we might be good now to finish this battle. It was only a brief grind. Didn't need to go ham with it.
My turn.
Ramza is levelling up. Yeah, that's fine. Oh, Bertram needs to get something. Does he need? Kenny still. Can't remember. Yeah, you'll just be trying to get Ether Potion and Phoenix Down learned. Okay, I think that'll do for Lambert as a chemist, so we'll just wait for you from now on. Grab the antidotes and wait.
On it.
Just go for one more round. Well, I think it's just Bertram now anyway. Agnes, what does Agnes need? Pretty sure she's got auto potion, hasn't she? I haven't decided fully, Crusader mate, of job combinations for later. Trying to get a good start in chapter 1 so we don't brick the save file, and then eventually going into chapter 2 I want to learn ninja fairly quickly as well. But in terms of late game job combos, I'm not totally sure yet what I'll be choosing. Yeah, don't be scared to wait with party members that have learned the abilities you're trying to farm for. So you're not just getting mindless experience with them. some damage though, since it's at full health.
I've got work to do.
Nearly there now, at 400, which is what I need.
It's time.
Good job we healed that character. Yeah, ninja's definitely something I do want to focus on.
I'm ready to fight.
Right, we should be good now. Yeah, over 400. Perfect. Right, let's take care of this enemy. Ah! If I can flipping set the controls what I want. There we go. Okay. Right, we've now got a really good starting set of abilities. Well, we will have once I've learned them here. Yeah, good point, Smoke here. Although, you don't really need to in this game, because you can actually just restart the battle or just go back to the world map at any point from combat. As long as you don't complete the fight, you won't permanently lose anybody.
What?
Right, so Lambert can now go ahead and learn the auto potion ability. So his healing is taken care of effectively. What else can he learn? Anything yet? Phoenix down? Yeah, we'll go for that. Bertram. Oh, actually, what's he got? Oh, he's already got auto potion, so we'll give him ether, which is really nice, and Phoenix down, also really nice. He's basically done as a chemist now. Don't need him to do anything else, so I'm going to switch him over to Knight at this point.
I shall enjoy this.
And I'm going to give him, yeah, I'll give him Fundaments, so he can continue to level up with focus in, well, you know, boost his physical prowess with focus. Knight abilities are expensive, so that's fine. We'll need to get some JP for them. The only annoying thing is we don't have many ethers at the minute, so that is something we need to try and remedy at some point. So has everybody now got auto potion? I believe so. Yes, I do. Yeah, so what I want Ramsay to get next, and he should be able to get this now, is movement +1. Really nice ability. You can get movement +2 and +3 later, but for now that alone is really helpful. And I guess we can just start learning some other abilities as well, so we can do some ranged attacks if need be. So Lambert, I do want to level up as a knight, just because that's going to unlock other abilities later for him, other jobs. But right now he still needs to learn ether. Can I be bothered to get him to learn ether? Is it that important? As long as 1 or 2 characters has it, it's probably the main thing. No, I can't be bothered. Ah, what am I doing? So yeah, I'm going to start him on knight as well. And then Eustacia, what has she got to learn from the chemist class? She's got potion and she's got Phoenix down, I think, yes. Again, does she need ether? I'm going to say no. So we're going to put her on knight as well. Not because she's going to be a knight full time, but it's just going to be needed for, I think it's the monk class. Not going to spend a lot of money on equipment because they're only going to be temporary. As long as they got weapons, that's the main thing. But I do need potions. Never forget to stock up on your potions.
Are you happy?
I like to make sure I have a minimum of 40, really. You should have plenty of gold, or plenty of gil, rather, from combat in order to keep those stocked up. And yeah, we're doing good on levels. Level 5's our highest. Try and keep your party, like I say, at an average level, because the enemy level scaling is based on your highest level party member, whether they're in combat or not. So it doesn't matter if Rams is level 20 and the rest level 5, all the enemies are going to be level 20 then, even if he's not in active combat, if he was on the back line. So if you can just keep everybody roughly level together, it's going to be a big help. Hello, Ozone. So, right, let's go ahead and save, because we haven't actually done a save yet throughout the entire stream, over 2 hours. Okay. Yes. Just got to try and remember that this is my previous playthrough. So we'll keep this one. Yeah. Alright guys, I'm going to take a break now, I think. We've been going for over 2 hours. But hopefully, you know, this has given you a bit of an example as to what Final Fantasy Tactics is going to be about. It's very tactical. Surprise, surprise. If you just go into the game and rush through, you're going to struggle. You're going to struggle. You need to get strategies in place for the jobs you want to learn, the abilities you want to get. I've given you some examples here. JP boost is a must in my opinion. First thing you want to get on every party member you use is JP boost. And then some chemist abilities. Focus, by the way, also important on Squire. Then some chemist abilities, potion, auto potion, 400 JP. Took a bit of time to get that, but again, super useful, takes care of your healing. Yeah, it is a tactical game, Brutona. So it sort of comes with the territory, the fact that there's a little bit of complication to it. Should we do one more battle before we finish today? One more story encounter, the Siege Wield. Yeah, I think we'll do that. And then we'll finish up. So we'll go for another 10-15 minutes and get through this. See how our setup now is going to help us. That we've farmed for. So Ramza is required here.
I am ready to fight.
Let's go for Lambert. Let's go for Agnes because she needs to finish off getting the chemist abilities. Then we're going to switch her over to Black Mage. And Eustacia. Yes, I think so.
Time to fight.
So 2 knights, a squire, and a chemist.
To battle.
Hello, Wes. I was about to finish, mate. But I've just decided to do one more fight. Have you played this game before?
Our luck is ill.
No real need, Crusader, mate. No. You can only bring 5 max into battle. So as long as you're focused on 5, you'll be sorted.
Some of us prefer fiends in a wood to a dull watch in Castle Garrett's, Argath.
And some of us are not so quick to jape in danger's face.
Enough talk. They come.
Okay, so we've got some bomb enemies. I'm sure many of my Final Fantasy community people will remember these from other games.
Easy prey.
Yes, it is something that I've got on the list, Red Mario, that I do want to go back to. Right, let's focus on boosting physical attack. You can, if you wanted to spend just a little bit, maybe doing one more farm on the last battle, get a Black Mage, which is useful for this fight, but hopefully I'm going to show you it's not essential.
Now or never.
We will be getting a Black Mage soon.
what to do.
Oh, I still haven't learned. I'm such an idiot. We do need to learn focus on this character. Yeah, definitely. See if I can actually target things a little better. There we go. Oh, I'm glad that missed. Oh, we got rid of a bomb. Wow, even stone throw, I think, is impacted by focus, which is nice. That was good. Let's get rid of the doggy. Avoid any poison hits. Yeah, remember the guest party members are part of the story battles, and you don't control them. Yeah, we're taking care of this without too much trouble, though. Mostly thanks to the bit of ability farming we've been doing. There goes the doggy. Dark Knight, if I'm not mistaken, is like one of the secret jobs, isn't it? Is that right? It's not immediately obvious how you unlock it. Yeah, there we have that story encounter. No issues with auto battle, thanks to the bit of grinding we did. The enemy is vanquished. Yeah, Windsphere Ultima. Yeah, did you play the original version or one of the older versions, such as the PSP version? Or would this be your first time? Right, Eustacia, if I head over to job... Yeah, we can get focus now. Perfect. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Just what we wanted. Ah, okay, Battle Scar, I see. Is it one of the War of Alliance exclusives? Because they weren't brought over, sadly, into the Ivalice Chronicles.
Yes?
Yeah, well, let's save our game again. I do recommend I'm not going to bother this time, but I do recommend making new save files regularly. Because if you don't, you could end up bricking your game if you, you know, can't get past the next story encounter because of your setup. And, yeah, you find yourself in a whole lot of trouble very quickly in Final Fantasy Tactics. Oh, yeah, right, I did say I'd show you the skins. I think there's only, is it 1 or 2 skins? Right, if we head over to options, go to bonus items, you can get the deluxe edition bonuses if you've got that version. Yeah, there's 2 skins for Ramza. Just to go over some of these then for you, these deluxe edition items. So first off, we've got the Academy Barrette, and yeah, it does give you a nice HP boost. It's not going to get you through the entire game, but it is a decentish item. to start you off with. The Ring of Aptitude is an interesting one because it increases both JP and job experience earned during battle. However, I don't believe it stacks with JP boost that we've already learned. It even says it on there. It doesn't multiply with other traits. So honestly, I wouldn't even bother with the Ring of Aptitude. It is, since you're going, the only reason you'd want to use this is if you want to, for example, switch over on Ramza from JP boost to maybe one of his, let's have a look. Maybe something else, like Beastmaster or an Equip Axis or some other ability from some other job. Okay? But otherwise, yeah, it's not that useful. So don't think if you don't get the Deluxe Edition you're missing out, because you're not. Right, in terms of skins. That's one of his skins. Okay, you can see him at the top middle of the screen there.
Interesting.
And that's his other skin. And then if we tap square again, we'll see his default option, which you'll already know. So just to show you those skins again, that's one of the new skins. These are purely cosmetic, and that's his second. Okay. So yeah, apart from if you really fancy the skins, the deluxe items are really optional. So don't think you're missing out too much. But the skins are pretty decent. They're more just like colour changes than anything. Colour palette changes. Alright. But yeah, look, the skin does update on the map as well, not just in the combat screen and on the menu screen. So it does update everywhere, and cutscenes as well. Alright then guys, well on that note, I think we'll call it quits. So thank you so much for stopping by. Don't forget, I do have the starter guide uploaded now on my channel for Final Fantasy Tactics. If you are new in particular, go and watch that. It's, I think, a 13-minute video. It will give you a good overview of the classes to choose as you progress through Chapter 1. The abilities you want to learn, I've given you a taste of that during this stream as well. And some other tips. It is live right now for members. If you are a channel member, you can watch that immediately. If you're not a channel member, don't worry. It will be going live later this evening before the game officially releases tomorrow. So you can enjoy that as well. But thank you to everybody that stopped by. It's been great seeing you, especially if you're new to the channel or you've just come across this live, then thank you for joining us. I hope you guys have enjoyed it. I might do another live stream later this week and we'll continue on with Final Fantasy Tactics. Next Monday, I am planning on being back with Final Fantasy VII. So if we are going to be doing more Final Fantasy Tactics content, I'll do that on other days from next week. But really enjoyed being here with you guys. I hope you've enjoyed this little preview of the game. And I'll see you next time. Take care, everyone. Bye-bye.